have confirmed similar experiences. Elsie Moser recalls,
a few friends of us went inside the house, and then there came along a star. Billy got up from his chair and walked over the place and watched that little star, and I went too, and then that little star moved like this, and suddenly it grows to a big light, and off it went, away. And then we heard an aeroplane, and then Billy made this, and this meant he has to go to a contact. Then he put his shoes on and went outside here along this little road. And I could see him from there going down, but then a little later I walked and I couldn't see him anymore. Here, he wasn't there anymore. And then I saw the light going back after this way.
Oh.
Yes.
One of these mysterious disappearances involved a member of our investigative team.
They were all sitting there having coffee, and all of a sudden Billy jumped up, ran out that door there. Wendelle ran forward, came to this door, ran outside. It was raining. Not very hard, but it was drizzling. Looked to his right, looked to his left. No Billy, nothing.
Oh, he went out. He disappeared.
He disappeared. About an hour after that, the phone rang. It was Billy Meier. He was calling from Rila or one of the cities on the other side of the mountains. And he says, come and get me and bring Mr. Stevens. And so I think it was Jacobus, Poppy, Wendelle. They jumped into at that time they had a green Volkswagen. They jumped into that, and they drove for about an hour, pulled into the small little village. There was a guest house there. Picked Billy up. He didn't have any mud on his boots, no water on his clothes. They brought him back here, and he said he had a contact.
Oh, that's very strange.
That's very
Completely
unusual.
dry.
Completely dry, no mud on his boots, nothing.
What was to become the most dramatic episode of what Junichi referred to as the invisible net began on an innocent note in the spring of 1976 in a small valley known as Schmarbühl. A demonstration had been underway for Billy to film and record the craft's sound when an uninvited visitor appeared.
From there behind, from the south, came a fighter, a Mirage fighter. And always he was going on to a ship. She always jumps away. And that fighting was going on over the whole area from there behind. But always if the fighter comes near her, 100, 150 yards, then she jumps away. And after 20 minutes, she left. She was gone, and the fighter too left then. Oh. And I was staying here and took pictures.
Tom Welch was coordinating the scientific research in the United States. He coded this photograph, the jet fighter scene, and turned it over to science investigator and computer analyst Jim Dilatoso. Jim had analyzed over a dozen of the Meier photographs, searching for strings, overlay, or double exposure trickery. None were found. Further analysis showed that the distance of the jet was over 2,000 yards away from the lens of the camera, and the size of the craft was about 22 feet in diameter. But the most interesting discovery came when an energy field was detected, originating from the craft and creating an unusual pattern around it. Here Jim traces this field, showing the energy engulfing the Swiss Mirage fighter. The computer analysis report concluded the Mirage fighter is definitely inside the energy field emitted by the spacecraft.
Did you ask to the Air Force about this?
Many times, but too by other sightings and so. But always they say, sorry, we don't know anything about that.
Ah, I see.
You see, we was doing several tests to see what's happened with the Swiss Army. Our group was ready up big balloons by 80 cubic meter, very, very big balloons. And outside we put on it silver paper to reflect the waves of the radar. And near the airport, we let them go into the air. And then we sent the people from us to Air Force people to ask them if they have seen something on the radar or by their own eyes. No, nothing.
It's usual answer for the Air Force.
You see, today it's possible with computers to check up pictures, negatives, and everything, films. Of course, that's possible, but you see, you can't go over all the world to tell each human being this happened now on that way, that's now the truth. You can get the analysis from a computer, but the people not will believe.
Right. So
if they see the ship by themselves, they get the picture, then for them it is true. But if somebody else get the picture, they say that's a fake only.
Right. So did they tell you why they are not going to show up himself? I mean, themselves, why they don't come visibly to the people?
Yeah, you see, they told me different reasons. One of them is they thinks and means and says if they turn over the sky at day or night time and the people will see them, the earth people here, they will come to be afraid. Maybe they will turn over in their mind or something like that. And it will come a panic. The other thing, they say they have to be very careful about their own weaves from their own body and about the weaves from the earth humans. If they come together, they will turn over in their mind, because they are living in every case on a very much higher level than the people here. And if they go to show them by their flying around the earth, the humans, the earth humans, they will try to catch them. They will, by the Air Force, send up planes, fighters against them, and about all that they are very afraid.
But I think they have, much better science than us, so they can, protect themselves from the Air Force attack.
Yes, of course, that's very easy for them. But, you see, I think it isn't useful. Why they shall show them to the